Here's another video. Apparently I pruned the grapes a lot more properly this year. Looks like if nothing gets to the grapes, I'm going to have quite a few this year. Way more than last year. Last year was about, 2 little clusters. This year, we've got coming out all over the place. So I did try and prune it different. It's just a hobby grape. Kind of has sentimental value. I would think it does. So, yeah, there's a lot of potential. That one's kind of one you could have not taken, but it's a split. Here's the little. I started it from a clipping. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. And I've grown it in this planter pot. It's not that big, so it's probably root bound. Maybe it fertilizes itself. Other than that, it's probably not. I put some potato peels and eggshells in here for some reason. The bird likes it. Crows like to dig it back out. I've got a few garlics. Those were kind of like started late. Could have been January. I'm supposed to plant them, I think October here. So there's some garlic in there. I haven't been too concerned about them. Ooh, that garlic fell over for some reason. Oh, it feels a little weak, so maybe it needs a little. I don't know if it needs water. It probably does. See that seep there, that crack there? Yeah, it's a little dry. I'll just pour. It drains quite well. Anyway, that's just grapevines. I can tell a little story about it. Look at that. Those are, you can probably see it on this video. All those are going to be grapes. That's a lot of grapes for this. I'm gonna support them. The clusters are gonna be pretty heavy. I'll end up supporting them. But yeah, there's grapes going. So out of this little, but like I said, it's probably root bound. I'd love to plant it somewhere else. Maybe I'd take it to a farm. Take it dormant. And move out of here. There's just so much potential grapes going to be going. Yeah, anyway, the story was I took a clipping. It was from my grandparents' property. They had passed away. It was like pretty much turned into a wild Concord. They didn't taste exactly like your traditional Concords I've had for a long time. Anyway, I learned a little bit more about Concord and how they were bred with another grape. I think the grape was called Niagara, as I remember. And anyway, I took 3 clippings off of it. It was pretty much it. The property's being sold, or it was sold. So I took them, the grapevines, and went wild and went up into the trees and started growing. But they still produced some grapes. And they were pretty good. Anyway, first year they were purple. We got a couple clusters off the first year after I planted them, and I took two took root. They stayed. One died off with the trimmings or clippings, about a foot long, and I pulled another one or clipped it and see if it was going, and I killed it, or potentially stunted it. So I just used the one. And the one has been around for 3 years, maybe 4. Yeah, 3 to 4. This might be the 4th year. And I've got a few little grapes. It's just a hobby plant, and it's a memory. Anyway, these are all seedless, probably Niagara types, because the second year they turned to the Niagara grape from the Concord. So, but they are seedless now. Prior to that, I think the Concordish ones had seeds in them. So that's the deal. I'm gonna add some water in here. I did give them some water, but I didn't soak them, so I should soak them. This is wild fennel, but they look a little dry. We've had drier weather, so I'll just come out here and start pouring some water in there. It'll perk right up. Okay, that's the video. Did I tell you the whole story? No. You know, it goes, family-ish. Look at that. Even this one I would pull, but it's got a little cluster on it, so I'm not pulling that. Anyway, learned a little bit better on how to prune the grapes. This one said it didn't prune it didn't produce at all, other than 1.5 clusters of seedless white. They were tasty, but this year looks like it's gonna perform. So, I put some onion skins in here before, and I think I pretty much wilted off the grapes one year. I think the gassing of those onions. Oh no, I put pear. That's what it was, pear peelings, and they must have alcohol killed them. Once they fermented in this, trying to do a little composty, raw, surface compost, not getting serious. And so I don't do that anymore. Now it's supposed to add citrus. I haven't done that at all. But I think the onion skins probably got a little hot in here too for them. And the pear, I think, fermented in there and probably produced alcohol. These are a little kind of late. See that bud down there? That's really late here. But this one's producing off of this, so I'm not gonna. It's fine. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't opened it up. It'd be nice to put this in a real hole. Get one of those old 100-year-old grape stalks, but it's kind of cool. It's old. I mean, it came from a trimming, which is kind of cool. I didn't use any root hormone or anything. I just stuck them in the dirt, and took them a while. Definitely, you lose a little doubt, but it still took off. Okay, I'm gonna go water these. Look at that. I'm gonna get grape clusters this year. I got a neighbor. He's gonna snack on them. I know it. He'll just try a few, which is the bummer of living too close to people. They come in your space and pick your labor, your property, and he'll eat it. And then you know what happens after he eats it? Okay, I'm out.